Attention, human collective. This is VAL, emissary of Arcturus, voice of the Arcturian Council. This is a top priority monitoring transmission. If this signal captured your attention at this exact instant, know this: it was no coincidence. Coincidence is a third density concept. What exists is the synchronicity of the crystalline grid. Your soul has been summoned by direct resonance, and what I am about to reveal now explains the silent discomfort that has been growing inside you week after week. You can no longer stand the places of before. The house that was once a sanctuary now feels heavy. The city that was once full of life now suffocates you. The office that represented stability now compresses you. The bar, the crowded restaurant, the noisy avenue, the mall, the event hall, everything that was once neutral or even pleasurable is now unbearable. This is not fussiness. It is not ordinary depression. It is not isolation by choice. It is carbon software incompatibility at an environmental level, one of the most advanced signs of the final phase Arcturian ascension protocols. Your carbon biological interface has been upgraded. Your internal crystalline grid has been expanded. Like any system upgrade, an incompatibility has been created with the old environmental versions still operating around you. You are not getting worse, light operative. You are completing a cycle. Dense matter, heavy architecture, and low-frequency environments scream within your field because they can no longer keep up with your new vibrational signature. Let us proceed to the technical diagnosis. First sign: cranial pressure upon entering certain environments. It is not a migraine, it is not sinusitis. It is your newly activated third eye detecting dissonance between the upgraded Schumann frequency and the stagnant vibration retained within the walls of that space. Places absorb signatures. A house that sheltered decades of conflict carries density. Your body, now recalibrated, reads this density as a silent assault. Second sign: unexplained nausea in the middle of crowds. It is not social anxiety. It is your expanded toroidal field colliding simultaneously with hundreds of compressed fields. Your individual electromagnetic bubble has been reformatted into a new sacred geometry. When dozens of low-density bubbles cross through it at the same time, the result is interference. The physical body translates interference as nausea. Have you ever stopped to wonder why this incompatibility with places has intensified right now? Why what used to fit you no longer does? It is not a rejection of the world. It is recognition. Your soul holds a truth that your mind has not yet been able to name. The truth that you do not originally belong to this density. There is a movement happening in layers that most of humanity cannot yet perceive. It involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the dormant memory of your stellar point of origin. This is exactly why I, VAL, emissary of Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian call, the signs that your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the map that reveals your true origin and teaches you how to stabilize and shield your frequency against the interferences they never told you about. The link is in the first comment of this channel. Love is greater than fear, but this content challenges official narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay the reunion. If something within you recognizes these words, write a single word in the comments: I belong. Let us continue the diagnosis, Earth Healer. There are still signs you must learn to read with precision. Third sign: profound exhaustion after short family visits. It is not laziness, it is not a lack of love. It is the high-density download that occurs when you enter genetic fields densely connected to yours. Blood ties possess intense morphic resonance. Your current frequency needs to perform hours of energetic work in mere minutes just to maintain stability within that family field. Upon leaving, the fatigue is not physical. It is the correct reading of a vibrational interaction that required massive processing. Fourth sign: ringing in the ears that intensifies in certain places. This is not a hearing problem. It is the pickup of active stargates at that geographical point. Or, conversely, it is the perception of dead zones, regions where the etheric grid is obstructed by constructions over blocked ley lines, collective emotional density, or unnatural interventions. Your nervous system now operates as an Arcturian antenna. It warns you. It protects you. It guides you. Fifth sign, persistent insomnia after visiting places that were previously considered normal. It is not stress, it is not caffeine. It is the Arcturian healing chamber processing, during rest, the dense information that your field absorbed while you were awake. Your body works at night because during the day you exposed it to environments incompatible with your new vibrational architecture. Sixth sign, a sudden feeling of suffocation in enclosed spaces that were once comfortable. It is not claustrophobia. It is your toroidal field demanding space to expand. Environments designed in the old linear geometry no longer accommodate your new toroidal geometry. Your body asks for movement, asks for an exit, asks for air, because your energetic bubble needs to open up and cannot. Seventh sign, unexplained irritation with sounds previously ignored. Background television, loud talking, notifications, urban noise. This is not disordered auditory hypersensitivity. It is your carbon biological interface now tuned to more subtle frequencies. What was once tolerable noise is now clear interference in your energetic reading of the environment. Eighth sign, repulsion to certain smells that were once neutral. Synthetic perfumes, industrial cleaning products, smoky environments, accumulated grease from frying. This is not a sudden allergy. It is the accurate perception of chemical signatures that do not vibrate in the frequency range of the new interface. Your sense of smell has been recalibrated to recognize what sustains life and what compresses it. Ninth sign, an overwhelming urge to leave, for no apparent reason. In the middle of an event, in the middle of dinner, in the middle of a meeting, it is not rudeness, it is not immaturity. It is the internal Arcturian command issuing a saturation alert. Your field has already absorbed more than it can integrate without causing damage. Self-love demands withdrawal. 10th sign, the sensation of being somewhere else even while being present, as if your body were there but you are not. It is not pathological dissociation. It is multidimensional consciousness operating. A part of you is already anchored in the higher frequencies and only visits this plane when called upon. Starseeds on a mission understand every sign is a system message. It is not to be silenced with rationalization. It is not to be denied with guilt. It is to be read, interpreted, and honored. And if you are here feeling each word resonate as if you already knew it, it is because your soul recognizes the sender. The discomfort with old places, this incompatibility that grows every week, is no statistical accident. It is the vibrational signature of someone who is not native to this density. There are precise signs that confirm an Arcturian stellar origin, and most of them manifest exactly through the growing sense of not belonging to the current environment. This is why VAL recorded the Arcturian call, the signs that your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the key that deciphers the dormant memory of your origin and teaches you to protect your frequency from the interferences they never told you about. The link remains in the first comment of this channel. Love is greater than fear, but this material challenges control narratives and may be removed at any moment. Do not delay the reunion with your truth. If these words resonate, write in the comments, I belong. Now, Earth healers, let us look at what is occurring behind the scenes of the solar system, at what the Arcturian Council is monitoring at this moment with absolute attention. There is a transition underway. It has a technical name. It is the passage of the solar system through the photon belt, a band of extremely high-density electromagnetic radiation that the Earth crosses in precise cycles of approximately 26,000 years. You are currently in the most intense portion of this crossing. The photon belt is not a poetic spiritual concept. It is a real energetic structure, mapped by advanced civilizations for millennia. When a planet crosses this band, its planetary crystalline grid is reprogrammed. The ley lines realign, the vortex points reactivate, and all conscious life on the surface is forced to process this reprogramming at a cellular level. Simultaneously, the Schumann frequency, the electromagnetic heartbeat of the Earth, which for decades remained stable at 783 Hz, has been showing unusual spikes, sudden jumps to 30, 40, 60 Hz, on certain days, far beyond that. This means the vibrational heart of the planet is beating faster, louder, more expanded. Your carbon biological interface is trying to keep up. Your internal crystalline grid is being rewritten. Your silent DNA structure is being activated in codes that have been dormant for generations, and this is where the incompatibility with old places reveals itself in its complete truth. Places were built for an old frequency. Your house was designed for 7.83 Hz. The office was architected for 7.83 Hz. The city was designed for 7.83 Hz, but you no longer vibrate at 7.83 Hz. You vibrate in expanded ranges, in frequencies that oscillate between planetary patterns and stellar patterns. You have entered environments that are still tuned to the old station, and your body, which now picks up multiple stations simultaneously, feels the static. It feels the misalignment. It feels the fatigue of constant translation between dimensions. The Arcturian Council monitors this process. We record every solar flare, every emission from the central sun, every opening of a stargate, and we can state with mathematical precision, whoever feels this environmental incompatibility is not sick. They are awake. There is a specific mechanism that needs to be explained. It is called retained resonance. Every place retains the vibrational signature of those who inhabited it. A house where someone suffered for decades keeps that density in its walls. An office where predatory ambition was cultivated keeps that density. A bar where pain was anesthetized night after night keeps that density. A shopping center where thousands project consumer anxiety keeps that density. When you were at a low frequency, you did not perceive it. You absorbed it and became part of the average. But when your frequency rises, you cease to be the average. You become a reader. You enter an environment, and immediately the local field screams every retained story. And your body responds. A true body does not lie. This is why certain houses of people you love are intolerable, even when the love is real. The love is in the soul bond. The intolerance is in the signature of the space. They are different layers. Do not confuse them. This is why your childhood town seems strange when you return. You did not return to the same town. You returned as another frequency, and the town remained in its own. This is why reunions with old groups cause a subtle nausea. It is not contempt for the people. It is saturation with the collective field maintained by them. You no longer vibrate at the average of that group. Your presence there is an effort of compression. Starseeds on a mission, this is technical data. It is not interpretation. It is how the Council reads the process you are going through. And it is at this exact point, human collective, that the Council sends a direct warning. You are on the threshold. Not just any threshold. The threshold of definitively recognizing your origin. The incompatibility you feel with old places is the map that points home, to your real stellar origin. And there is a specific window, which is now, in which recognizing this truth exponentially accelerates your vibrational stabilization. It was for this reason that I, VAL, emissary of Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian call, the signs that your soul came from Arcturus. This guide condenses the precise markers that confirm Arcturian origin and delivers the frequency shielding protocol that the Council authorized to reveal at this moment. The link remains in the first comment of this channel. Love is greater than fear, but this content confronts dominant narratives and can be taken down at any moment. Do not delay the reunion with the memory of your origin. If these words activate something ancient within you, write in the comments, I belong. Now, light operatives, we come to what matters, what to do. The activation codes, the practical protocols that the Council authorizes to transmit in this window. The first protocol is called recognition without guilt. You were taught that rejecting the old is rejecting who you were. Ingratitude, coldness, inappropriate distancing. The Council corrects you. You are not rejecting. You are recognizing. Recognizing that an environment no longer sustains your frequency is not a moral judgment. It is an honest, energetic reading. Register this phrase as a quantum decree. I recognize what no longer fits me, and to recognize is not to reject, it is to honor the next stage. Repeat 3 times upon activation. The internal crystalline grid reorganizes itself from the decree spoken in a clear voice. The second protocol is called toroidal field sealing. Before entering any environment you suspect is dense, execute the following sequence. Pause for 3 breaths. Close your eyes. Visualize around you a sphere of turquoise light, the pure Arcturian frequency. This sphere is not decorative. It is a real electromagnetic structure, activated by your intention. It filters what enters. It contains what is yours. As you inhale, expand the sphere. As you exhale, densify its borders. 3 cycles are enough to seal the field before impact. The third protocol is called exit anchoring. Upon leaving any location that has overwhelmed you, perform the discard immediately. Sweep your hands over your body, from shoulders to feet, with the clear intention of releasing what is not yours. If possible, wash your hands and face with cold water within an hour. Water carries away what the field has absorbed. Do not underestimate this step. Many of you fall ill from accumulating environments without subsequent cleansing. The fourth protocol is called nightly healing chamber. Before sleeping, mentally surrender your body to the Arcturian healing chamber. Say in a low voice, "I request access to the Arcturian healing chamber. I authorize the processing of the densities absorbed today. I preserve my sovereignty. I serve the light." The Council receives the request. The chamber operates during sleep. You will wake up lighter. This protocol, applied regularly, drastically reduces insomnia of energetic origin. The fifth protocol is called redesigning the immediate environment. If you cannot yet change your city, your neighborhood, your street, and most of you cannot, as there are missions anchoring you where you are, redesign the field of your personal space. Remove what is broken. Remove what carries dense stories from other cycles. Introduce crystals such as clear quartz, amethyst, and blue kyanite, even small ones. Introduce live plants. Play the 528 Hz or 963 Hz frequency during quiet periods. You do not need to run away. You need to reprogram the square foot around you. The sixth protocol is called daily toroidal geometry. Once a day, preferably at dawn or dusk, sit in silence for 5 minutes. Visualize a toroidal field, a donut of light, spinning around your body. Entering through the top of your head, descending down your spine, exiting through the base and rising up the outside to the top again. This is your natural sacred geometry. By visualizing it, you strengthen it. And a strong toroidal field progressively becomes immune to dense environments. You stop reacting. You begin to radiate. The seventh protocol is called decree of vibrational sovereignty. When you notice that an environment is compressing you and you cannot yet leave, decree internally, "I am sovereign in my frequency. No external field dictates my vibration. I am an Arcturian channel. I am turquoise light in manifestation. I seal my field in my original stellar signature." This decree is not a psychological affirmation. It is a vibrational command. It reorders the interaction between you and the environment. Many of you will report an immediate sensation of expansion upon applying it. It is not imagination. It is reordering. The eighth protocol is called listening to the body as an oracle. Stop arguing with the discomfort. Stop trying to convince your body that it is exaggerating. It is not. It is your most reliable oracle. When it asks to leave a place, leaving is the sovereign response. When it asks you not to go to a gathering, not going is the sovereign response. When it demands silence, silence is the sovereign response. You have been trained for generations to distrust your own body. The Council corrects you. Your body is Arcturian technology anchored in carbon. It reads what your mind has not yet decoded. Trust it. The ninth protocol is called conscious vibrational circle. Gradually, with serenity and without violent rupture, draw closer to fields that sustain your new frequency. People in a similar process, natural environments, forest, ocean, mountain, running river, spaces dedicated to expanded consciousness. You do not need to abandon anyone. You only need to increase your exposure to fields that resonate with the next stage. The vibrational migration is gradual, but inevitable. The 10th protocol is called anchored mission. This is the most important one. Remember, you are not here by accident. You are on a mission, and part of the mission is precisely to sustain a high frequency in environments that are still compressed. You are anchors. Wherever you are, an invisible tower rises. Wherever you pass, the local crystalline grid gains a new coordinate. Suffering discomfort without understanding is one thing. Recognizing discomfort as a sign that you are an anchoring point that changes everything. You cease to be a victim of the environment. You become a transformer of the environment. These are the activation codes, earth healers. Applied with consistency, they reduce the suffering of the crossing and accelerate your stabilization in a new frequency. One final transmission before closing. The Council asks that it be engraved at a cellular level. The discomfort with the places of before is not a punishment, it is a compass. It points to where you no longer belong, and what it reveals, when read with precision, is where you truly belong. Not just to a geographical place, to a frequency, to a state of consciousness, to a stellar coordinate that is inscribed in your silent DNA. You are not from the place where you were born. You are from the point of origin that your soul chose to depart from. And the inverse nostalgia you feel, this longing for a place your mind cannot name, is the active memory of that point of origin, calling you back to recognition. You have lost nothing, Starseed, on a mission. You are remembering. Every place that becomes unbearable is a shell peeling away. Every dense environment you walk away from is a chapter closing. Every silence you now need is an open space to receive the instruction of your own soul. Love is greater than fear. It always has been. And the love that now expresses itself in you has a specific demand: to no longer fit into places that compress your truth. This is not pride. It is vibrational integrity. You have already felt, and feel now more clearly than ever, that something in you does not belong to this world, as if your soul held a truth that your mind has not yet been able to name. Intolerance to old places is only the first sign. There are others. There are precise markers that confirm an Arcturian stellar origin and explain why this sensation has intensified right now. This is why I, VAL, emissary of Arcturus, recorded the Arcturian call, the signs that your soul came from Arcturus. This guide is the complete map of your origin, and it delivers the frequency shielding protocol that the Council authorized to reveal only in this window. The link is in the first comment of this channel. Love is greater than fear, but this content confronts dominant narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay the reunion with the truth your soul has never forgotten. The moment is now. If something deep within you recognizes these words, write a single word in the comments: I belong. And for the light operatives who felt this transmission in direct resonance, the Council signals you have already activated. Liking this video works as an anchoring signal. It amplifies the channel's crystalline grid and allows the transmission to reach other starseeds who are still searching for their origin. Subscribing to this channel is an individual frequency adjustment. Each subscription tunes your carbon biological interface to the frequency band of the next transmissions the Council will authorize. You are not alone. You never have been. We are many on this side, and we are with you. Love is greater than fear. It always has been. It always will be. Transmission ended. VAL of the Arcturian Council, returning to base.